Hello everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Sinister Sons #1. This is a new book from DC Comics. Let's take a look at the creative team before we get into this book. In this book, we have story and words by Peter Tomasi with art by David LaFuente, Tamara Bonvillain and colors, letters by Rob Lee. Uh, what is this book exactly, you may ask? Well, it is a return to form for Peter Tomasi. I love when he writes characters like this. It feels like the other side of the coin of like the Super Sons book with John and Damien when John was younger. If you haven't checked those out, I definitely recommend it. So in this one, meet DC's new devious new duo from Super Sons writer Peter J. Tomasi and fan favorite artist David LaFuente. They are bad to the bone, ready to brawl, and the sons of the two of the deadliest villains in the galaxy. They're the Sinister Sons, and the DC universe will never be the same. When the son of General Zod is cast off his adopted home world of New Kandor, Lord Zod runs afoul of a kid on a mission. Sin's son is out to prove that he's got what it takes to live up to the family name Sinestro. But all is not as it seems, as these sons' journey will take them into the heart of darkness in this sensational first issue. Uh, this is one dynamic debut for these two in DC history. So, very interesting premise. I think it's always fun to have like Tomasi's really good at writing these types of characters where they're younger, they're rebellious. It's not the same dynamic that John and Damien had, but there's some similar aspects to it, right? They don't initially obviously just immediately get along, but they all have their own ambitions, they all have their own plans, they both have something to kind of fight for, so that's really interesting to see. And they all have something to prove to either themselves or maybe their parents. So that's really fun. So that unusual pairing really makes things great. So let's take a look at some of the preview art. I think David LaFuente does a really interesting job at making this more cartoony than some of the other DC books at the time, but it's not like it's not being serious, right? This is still presented with an air of like seriousness to it within the approach, but there's still a lot of really fun details. As you can see here in these next few pages, the coloring is really cool. Just all the little gadgets, the little noises, like everything kind of really works together to set the tone of the story. It feels silly. It feels a little more innocent than any regular book, but we know that it's going to be full of shenanigans. Like I said, the interactions between these two kids are a lot of fun to follow. So I highly recommend this. Also, make sure you go check out Kneel Before Zod #1, so you can check out the story of lore, and then also make sure to read in the backup of the Green Lantern book, so you can check out the story of Sin Sun and how he got here. So, other than that, I think you can definitely jump into this book to catch them with their shenanigans. So, if you have read this, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.